Alright guys, welcome back to Beyond the Platform. Today we have three special guests. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, my name is Jimmy.B. Well, what else do I have to say?
And my name is Henry, and we'll see where we go from here.
Yeah, and I'm Luke, so it's going to be interesting.
Just Luke.
This will be a wild one because it's either going to be a podcast with all five of us, or it's just going to be me and David listening to you guys talk. I feel like.
Most likely, yeah. Just rambling on
It's
about
going to
nothing.
be the most fucking around podcast, I think.
Yeah.
that we have.
So if you guys don't know already, these three guys are the biggest crackhead energy of All In Barbell. So if you ever come in tired after a long day at work and you're missing that energy, just train the same time as these guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, come down, guys.
If the music here is loud, you know who's here.
Yeah. If it sounds like some sort of robotic...
If it sounds like a rave,
it's these three here, you know, the...
or just a mosh pit, it's normally us.
Yeah,
So.
like we're sorry that we can't make it earlier. We can only train from 7 o'clock onwards, so,
I remember there was a time, I think like early on when we opened, there was like, Winston was looking at the Red Little Park community page, and I was like, does anyone notice a lot of doof noises coming from Red Little Park?
It changes. Like, it's not always us, though. Like,
that's true.
But it's loud.
Hey, we make it all in on the map, bro. We got in community pages now. That's what I'm saying.
We're making a step, but it might not be the right step, but it's a step.
You guys bring the energy, that's all that matters. So.
It's the community, man.
Yeah, like I'm always about, getting people comfortable in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just bring out the vibes.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like just with everything, like we're only here for what, say, 3 hours, which is sound a lot. But like, it is a lot.
When you say it out loud, it's like, oh
It is
shit.
a lot. Like,
really is a lot,
most people go to gym for 45, 1 hour. But we're here for like 3 hours, and might as well make the most out of 3 hours.
Yeah.
What's the point of coming to the gym for 3 hours and you just sit in the corner talking all day? Like,
Hey, it
it's
takes
boring.
this guy 3 hours just to warm up, bro.
It takes about an hour to get into the mood.
Yeah, literally, it takes us 1 hour just to hide everyone.
I just realized Jimmy's quite the yapper as well.
Nah.
I'll put him on the yapper list, to be
No,
honest.
that's not me, man.
You're not
I
as
don't-
bad as
I-
Simon and Marianne, but
Yeah,
you're
I
pretty up
don't. I don't think Jimmy's a yapper. I think Jimmy just like it just.
Jimmy's just procrastinating.
Jimmy's
Yeah,
just procrastinating.
Yeah.
You know what? It's an RP6 in my eyes. Close enough is good enough.
I know, right? Yeah.
That's what I like. It's like we just come in and we're just vibing.
Yeah,
It's just fun. It's just fun to hang around.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you spend if you think about it this way, like 3 hours every day, let's not say every day, let's
4
say
days.
4 days a week. That's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 12 hours, and it's like I reckon people often spend more time outside of home than inside of home.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
That's
You spend your 8 hours at work, and an extra 3 at the gym, and then you have barely nothing at home. So you can enjoy it.
By the time you go home, shower,
By the time
wind down, it'd be like midnight.
You're waking up for the next day,
Yeah.
so we just try to make it as enjoyable.
Yeah, we go home and we're
go.
satisfied.
Where were you going with that? But
Yeah, that's what I
I'm a
thought
bit
too.
confused.
No, it's just that's why we bring the vibes.
So what's your point?
the
I don't-
point is?
You
It's
just-
no one has to be depressed in the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you talk about their work, and I'm like, I'm at their work, so I can't really bring the vibes to their work.
No, but I'm saying
If you have a bad day at work, yeah.
you spend that amount of time outside of home,
Yeah.
you might as well enjoy it.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
yeah. I still don't understand.
Stop being.
Guys, for those who gets it, who that gets
Yeah,
it.
for those
Hey,
who
yeah,
get
yeah,
it,
somewhere.
I kind of get it, but I kind of don't get it.
No, that gets it, gets it.
It's like, if you're at the gym, why not make the most out of it?
Yeah,
Like a little skate, have some fun.
exactly.
It's not just
It's
make
like-
it
it's
mending.
like-
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Same thing as work. You spend if you don't like your work colleagues, then a tradie of mine told me this. You see the people you see at work more than you see your friends and family.
That's true.
That is true,
Think about it. You're working every day. You just get along. You know what I mean? And that's why the same thing applies in the gym. You spend 3 hours. Well, I fucking spend 3 hours
all
at the
do.
gym.
Sorry.
And we're all here for a good time. We're all here to train,
Yeah.
get shit done, and just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's funny. I never realized how much people you hang around at work actually affect
Your life.
your actual just your life in general, your personal life.
Yeah.
If you got shit people at work, bro, it just brings you down.
Same thing
you
with
don't
high
want to
school
fucking
as
do
well.
anything. Same as high school. Like the
I
people
think
you hang
I
around.
think it's the same with everyone. It just depends on who's in your circle and
Yeah.
who you let within your circle. You know, obviously, I feel like when it comes to the gym, we try to include everyone as much as we can at night time. You know, even the newcomers, we try to like, you know, introduce ourselves and whatnot.
They get thrown into the deep end when they walk in with the music.
I know.
What is fucking happening?
Yeah. These AirPods.
Yeah,
Why are these guys screaming so much?
yeah, I know.
No noise cancellation.
It's like when you first join the gym, you should ask like, what should I look out for? It's not the exercise, who is on at the moment.
Who's your regular income? The blasting hardstyle, and you see me fucking squatting 120. That's no good. That's no good,
Yeah.
guys.
I know.
The requirement is just if you like hardstyle, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But,
Not even that. It's
but
just
the mood changes, so you know.
yeah. It's not even that. It's
Little
not
bit
just about
of rap,
hostile.
A
Yeah.
little bit of house.
You guys had a little Afrobeat moment. I remember that.
Like we listen to anything.
It's the vibes. Just-
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, some of it I do question. The Afrobeat stuff, that's a bit,
That was a change.
Hey,
that's a change. I was not ready for that change.
we call it now. That will take over. Don't worry.
It's already taken over my eyes, honestly.
Yeah.
Every time I treat, I hear like a very unique music. I always stick my head out the window.
Oh, Henry's here.
I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Jimmy on
Very
there.
interesting.
Yeah,
Sensei.
Yeah. If you guys walked into the gym and you train for like half an hour, in the next 2 minutes, and you hear the music just change like that, and the music just become louder, you know who just arrived. We just arrived at the gym.
I want to ask you, David.
Yeah.
How is it when you're treating patients upstairs and like
Yeah.
you fucking
yeah.
like,
Yeah, 'cause some of-
up-tempo or some shit like
Some of your patients aren't from here either.
Yeah. So,
what do you do?
How do you like? Yeah,
How do you explain that
they
to them?
complain?
Yeah.
Like, there's a.
I always have to say like, oh, it's the energy. You know, the boys are here.
Well,
you
does
know.
anyone complain about?
No one complains. It's just like, oh, this is very interesting music. I was like, yeah, you know, whatever helps. But if they're like a little bit old, they're not really into hardstyle. You can hear my window go shut. That's what if you hear my window shut. This sounds like, oh, okay, David's client doesn't like it.
Oh, shit,
It varies.
okay.
It varies.
But even when you shut the window, there's a cutout.
It
lot?
cuts
Or some.
40% of the.
So they're still getting that 200 BPM
pretty loud.
to their
Yeah,
face,
still
bro.
like, yeah.
It's like because the moment they have the Afrobeat phase you guys had, everyone was loving it. I was like, this music's a vibe. I was like, whose music is this? All right, we'll take it.
And then you see us jumping around the floor.
Patients are falling asleep.
Yeah. No, but the patients love it. They're like, they don't see this at their gym. They don't see this energy. They're like, what's this? Who's that? I was like, you know what? Come and look who it is. And then, I'll just say who they are. But
Yeah,
then,
we do. I've noticed yeah,
that guy.
I've noticed a lot of your clients that come downstairs. They're like, oh, what's going on?
It's
here?"
very interesting.
Yeah,
Compared
that's
to
good.
commercial gyms, I think even the sound, there's a limit to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what sets aside All In Barbell with commercial gyms.
Yeah.
You know, like why I enjoy coming here so much is like it's not the freedom,
You
but
can
it's
do whatever you want.
not that I can do whatever I want. I mean, it's like there's still got to be rules and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and like
yeah.
respect, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like you just don't get it at commercial gyms. Like,
Yeah,
all
like
you
we-
get-
It's not that flexible.
You don't get
like,
that.
we-
You don't
we're
get
not
that like
we're
sense of
we're
freedom.
Obviously, like if you look from afar, it looks like we're the only one that
Yeah.
hogging the iPod all the time, changing our own music. But if anyone have song requests or anyone's going for a peak and they want, oh, can I change the song? But go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, we have no problem with
we are, like-
changing the song.
Because it's,
and-
it's not even our thing. Like it's not our iPod. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
We don't mind.
Yeah.
at all. But yeah, it's good. Like in a sense that, well, like I remember the early time days. Like you just be
Yeah.
training and like let's say you're going for a PR and you're listening to a freaking
Katy Perry.
Taylor Swift, mate.
It's just radio music.
Yeah,
right?
It's just like,
You're just
yeah.
listening to straight 2GB.
Right, like,
But
Your
I
biggest
guess,
TV
like,
of your life.
in a commercial sense, it's like I think they kind of have to do it, but at the same time, it's a bit bland.
Yeah.
It's like over here, it's like it's all spiced up and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, we talked about this first episode, but you can kind of tell who's going to do PR by the music selection.
Yeah.
So if you know it's like raw, like really, really raw, it's these three.
Yeah.
If you know it's country music, it's Ben.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh shit,
Jesse,
it's
it's
a,
rock.
Jesse
yeah.
is like rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I fuck with The Rock.
Sammy and Tommy is like anime, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh, okay, oh, I hear anime music. Is it Sammy? And you walk out, and then everyone's just watching you. So
Yeah.
you got that little community as well.
And I think it builds the community as well because it's like, let's say if you're a like very enclosed person and you know you don't want to like admit that you watch anime for whatever reason, but like you hear anime music, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, so
like,
yeah,
this guy
just,
watches
you
Naruto,
imagine,
you know what I
like
mean?
you're like a new person, a new member join the gym, and you're like you watch anime and whatever whatnot, and you see like this guy, he about to lift 300 kilo, and his song of choice is an anime song. You're just like, oh, I'm not the only one listening to kind of stuff.
like,
You know what I mean? And it
Building
kind of
common
brings,
ground.
yeah, like
brings that
Yeah.
like community and like people together to like maybe start a small talk or just
Yeah.
like you guys got similar interests. So that's what I like about the gym. It's like I never knew
yeah.
this person like this person
Yeah,
like that.
there has been so many times that like we play certain kind of music and people are like, oh, like, why, who put this on? You know, who put that
Yeah.
on? And you mind you, it's not hardstyle or techno or anything. More just like you're looking more like rap,
Yeah.
emo rap,
Oh,
or
like
anything like that.
Suicide
Suicide
Boys.
Boys, anything like that. And a lot of people like they listen to that, but they don't want to admit they listen to it
Yeah.
because it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And when
You
we
hear other people listening to it.
and then when they hear it being played out loud, they get excited, and that's what we when we get excited too. We're like, okay, like there's more people
Yeah.
listening to the same music, and we just enjoy the energy being around each other as well, which is pretty good.
Seems good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've made heaps of friends just from the gym, like alone
for
now.
sure, yeah.
My entire social circle is the gym.
Yeah, like pretty much like I've now built
Literally.
my entire social circle of
Literally.
just people from the gym. Like
It's crazy.
it's crazy when I came here, I fucking didn't know anyone, only knew Jimmy, and now I pretty much know everyone here.
Yeah, like
we all talk, we all get along. I'm like this. It's mint.
It's crazy to like think that.
It's weird how it all comes together.
Yeah.
it's like
Like this place only opened like a year.
a
and
year ago,
bit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you see so many faces, and then you see familiar faces, and then you get to know those people, and then next thing you know, it just stems off like this guy's got mutuals with someone else. This guy's
Yeah.
got mutuals with someone.
and then
Oh,
you end
know
up
this
all
person?
knowing everyone.
Oh, you know this person?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, like us.
yeah.
I found out you went to the liver area.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got a
And
bunch
then
of
like
mutual
yeah,
friends.
like we got like my brother's got mutual friends with your friends. Like Jen knows like Kat and Anto and stuff, and like wait, the list goes on, bro, and it's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because we're all in the area.
It's true. It's a small world.
Sort of in the area,
You have to think about it. Like, we're sort of in the area, but at the same time, like, it's the one place that brings everyone together, and you just, have that time. Over time, now you started talking to one another, and you get to know each other as well. And now we're like, we know who trained at what day, what time, why.
We all know each other's schedules so
Yeah,
well.
we know each other's schedule so well, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just so crazy to know, like we only been here, we hit 1 year of being here. We
Did our
joined,
anniversary.
we joined October last year.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, we joined October last year.
Well,
Like,
I joined
literally.
the foundation.
Yeah.
No,
I joined July.
Yeah, I joined in October last year, so it's been 1 year now.
I need
You
to
know what I
get
mean?
out at any time. Finish
But we
I was-
when we were because we were both going anytime, me and Jimmy.
Yeah.
And when we seen All In open, we were trying to look for new gyms anyway.
Yeah.
And we seen All In open, and we both messaged each other. We're like, all right, so if you do it, I'll do it. And then and we're both like, yeah, but if I do it, you do it.
You
And
see
then
that?
and then he just he signed it up, and then next thing you know, now we're here.
Like, you see, you see that's the funny part. Like myself and Clay, and Clayton, like we both come from World Gym, so we all came from commercial gym background as well, and we've been training at World Gym for like the longest time, for the longest time as well, and one day we're just like, well, we're sick of commercial gym, like it's not the environment for us, and we're just like, well, where can we go that's in our area that's have powerlifting? And so we just started looking around. We were going to go to Parks Fitness, but we didn't really hear about this place. You know what I mean?
It was me as well. I was
Yeah.
this close to
Because like we
joining
didn't
the
really
did
hear
a
about
week
this
trial
place.
there.
Yeah.
We did a
Until
trial
like
there.
obviously when Kelvin started working here, and he recommended. He was like, well, why don't you come all in, check it out? And I didn't even know where it was. Like I knew. So by then I've heard of it, but never seen it. And so I rocked up. And we literally had the same chat with Clay, and I said to him, and he was like to me, I'll sign up if you sign up. I was like, all right, I'll go have a look.
Yeah.
And I literally went just to have a look on a Thursday. I remember like on a Thursday, and I came in, have a look, they walked, and I just signed up on the day. I was just like, you know what? Just do it. Right?
Yeah. That was Jimmy. Jimmy was like, oh, fuck it. He just sent me a screenshot. Goes, fuck it. I did it. And I was like,
and then
I was
like registration
oh,
successful.
fuck. I was like, oh,
hectic.
fuck, I gotta go now.
Literally the next day, Clay messaged me. He's like, "Yep, I'll see you on Monday." Like done. So and then we just went cancel membership at World Gym, and we've just been here since.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was intimidating at first. Like obviously in everywhere you go, starting, coming into a new gym. But
Not for this guy.
yeah.
Not for Jimmy.
Honestly, it was pretty intimidating for me as well. Like going to this gym for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, coming from any time it was. I wouldn't say it was tough, but
Yeah.
it was a bit
Different, yeah.
It's such a different. It's
Yeah,
big
so-
change.
It's so
such a-
different. Yeah.
But like,
It's such a shock. It's such a shock. Like you don't realize what else is out there.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you've been stuck in a commercial gym for like 3 years,
and like
and how everyone else operates.
yeah,
It's-
and I was looking at like I remember this clear as day. Like I was looking at Josh Lawson.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at like watching Cody, Jesse,
Yeah.
the big dogs. I was like, man, these guys are moving weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like me being, I was a bit like, I was just started my powerlifting journey. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in the corner.
Yeah, and I was just a stay in the corner. And then like I think one day, I think it was a Saturday, and like Josh approached me, and it was like we started benching together because everything was busy. Because you know how everyone used to come Saturdays.
Yeah.
And like that's when I got that exposure, like to begin talking to people.
Yeah.
And like I started talking to Josh, getting random tips, this, that, and just benching with him on the combo.
Yeah.
And then he just stemmed off into like, talking to Cody and Jesse, and just the list goes on, and like we're all like,
Yeah, it was.
pretty much
Yeah,
mates now, you know what I mean?
For me, it was like I was pretty like fortunate enough, like because I've met some people already from Breakthrough, because I've done a couple comp.
Yeah.
Like from like a novice comp, a breakthrough. So I've seen Jesse before in person. Like I've had photos of him spotting behind me, like from 3 years ago. And man looked so different back then. You know what I mean? Like with long comb over hair and
In a
stuff. Like,
fringe.
yeah, with a full everything. And like obviously like when I first came, and there were a few people I've known as well. So when I came with Kelvin as well, he's like started introducing me to people, and obviously I already met, and we're like, oh yeah, you're from BT. Yeah, it's a high, and then we started talking to more people, and yeah.
I think that was also like a little bit the same for me, because Scott and Julie were the ones. That's why I heard about All In, because they reposted when it was getting like built and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was just really like, because they would train kind of the same time, and they'd just be like, oh, this is my cousin, like me. And they'd be like, oh, that's your cousin? I'm black and they're white. That's my cousin. But yeah, it was kind of the same for me. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
I just didn't know anyone. I just
yeah.
leached off Jimmy, bro. I leached off the back of Jimmy.
Yeah,
Like,
but I didn't feel as I feel like I didn't feel as bad because I knew that I still have Clay with me because we moved together.
Yeah.
And like it's not like I was walking. Into
It wasn't
the gym by
super
myself.
scary.
And like and it's not my first time moving gym either. So my very first gym was back in the day, Fit and Fast and Stockies. And now it's like Club Lime, like back in the day. So it was from Fit and Fast, and then I did move over to UFC gym, and then moved to World Gym, and then now moved to All In. So I didn't really have that intimidation, you can say, walking in here, but I still be cautious. I was like, you don't know who's who, but I knew that like, oh, okay, like it's a gym. I'm sure I'll talk to someone because I felt the same. So you can imagine World Gym, like air, like it's a full zoo in there. You know what I mean? Like it's a full like zoo in there, but you still get to know people eventually. So that's why, in a way, when I first came in, it was like, okay, like yeah, we get to know people eventually, which is fine,
And that's interesting.
and it works out well. Yeah.
I don't think people realize how welcoming people are in a powerlifting gym. 'Cause
know,
everyone's so
right?
strong and intimidating.
Yeah.
You talk to them and say, "Oh, this is a person."
Not me,
dude."
guys, not me.
yeah, like that was like that's when I like same thing. When we got here, I wasn't even powerlifting when I started coming here, right? Like it took me like probably 4 months just before I started my first powerlifting block.
Yeah.
But I got here and I'm seeing like Jesse squat like 260,
Yeah.
Cody benching like what 120 plus,
Yeah.
140, like all these big boys just in the 200 pluses, and I'm just sitting here like
Yeah.
struggling to bench struggling to squat one like 120.
Yeah, like literally, like that's how I felt. Like we I myself and Clay as well, we obviously done powerlifting a little bit longer than these boys have, you know, with Jimmy and Luke. But even then, when we, you know, and we can move weight as well. You know, we're pretty content with the. With
can't
the, you
move
know,
weight.
with the total, with the total, the weight.
I get nerfed every block.
Yeah,
Hey,
and then
stop
you
getting
know,
injured and sick, bro.
I
You'll be
know.
right.
And then when we walk in here, it was like we're like, oh shit, like, you know, maybe we're gonna be laughed at, you know, like the numbers that we do is when we came here, we'll be rookie numbers, but it turns out like, you know, no one really cares.
No, no.
Everyone
It's
cares,
like,
yeah.
like
No one really
no one,
cares.
no one really cares. But like everyone's so welcoming. Like when
It's
you've
supportive
got,
as well,
when
yeah.
everyone's
It's
gone
'cause
for
they
a PB.
understand the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
When you
they've all
start
been
off,
there.
everyone remembers.
Like
when they
yeah, like
started.
I've had so many conversations with Kelvin as well, and like, you know, Cody, and he just telling me like, you know, everyone's got to start somewhere, and you know,
Yeah.
and we all, and we did try, you know, from the bottom up, and you know, we are getting getting a bit better, but at the same time, we all have goals of what we want to.
Yeah.
Oh,
eventually.
we should all do like a yearly recap of day one at All In Barbell versus.
Oh my god, literally! I have videos of that.
videos of that too. You should see my squat stance. It's full proper like gen squat stance, like very close.
But it's even narrower, bro. I swear it was even narrower.
That was gangster.
Nah, but like going back to like all the big dogs and shit.
Yeah.
Like when it was good to see like some of the smaller guys who were just starting out. Like, but you'd watch the bigger boys, like when they're going for a PR, all the big dogs would be like watching them and hyping them up too.
Yeah.
Like, it was just everyone's so everyone's like so welcoming. Like, and it's, as you said, they understand the journey. Everyone started somewhere. Some has started stronger than others, but like, it's cool to see that they still appreciate even the small guys who are starting.
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Like, you know, but how many times now, even like, doesn't matter, you're small, you know, you're lifting 60, 70 kilos, deadlift, doesn't matter whether you're guys, girls, doesn't matter, you know, we still hype up the girls as well. Like, it's you know, everyone, like
Everyone's on their own journey.
Everyone obviously get a bit shy and, you know, and a bit intimidated when a lot of guys are yelling at them and cheering them on. But, you know, I mean, yeah, but yeah, but, you know, we do with good intention, obviously. But and then, you know, the joy of seeing them being so happy after they got a lift, that's what we're all here for. Like,
Everyone's celebrating.
everyone's
Yeah,
clapping,
so the whole
everyone's
gym-
celebrating,
the whole-
you know, everyone getting fist
the whole
bumped and
gym is
everything. Like, yeah,
celebrating.
like that's what makes it all worth it. Like, you know.
I think I have videos somewhere where it's like we're recording it that way, so you can see everyone in the mirror, and you're looking at the set, and it's like,
Until
yeah,
everyone lined up.
everyone just lined up like a crowd. Man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Cop every time.
I know.
Like PR is
You
like
gotta get practice, right?
Yeah.
But that's the good thing. Like whenever you go for a PR, the whole gym just stops. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing.
everyone
like,
just
yeah.
stop and
I'm
watch.
guilty of doing it. I'll pause my set and then I'll watch.
You'll be like benching. I'm just like,
Like I'll be like about to go and then it's like, oh, I'll wait.
I'll take a step.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Watch back the videos like 5 minute long.
It's like 5 minutes long. And I'm
Just
like,
focus on the rack only, nothing else.
and some
Yeah.
question like, oh, why do I finish so late?
Yeah.
Sometimes too, like we get people that a lot of us know when someone's competing, and it's like we'll help them out with everything. It's like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, do you need
Yeah,
do you need
literally,
loading
like,
plates?
yeah.
Do you baby powder? Do you
Yeah,
chalk?
yeah.
It's like here's an iPod, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to talk
Literally, well, that's the first thing. Well, that's what we're known for. Like, yeah, you want to sniff? Yeah, you want some sniff? Yeah.
Yeah, the two of yous are like,
I speak for myself. I love the ammonia. I'm not a drug addict, guys. I just love this ammonia.
Can confirm he's not a drug addict.
You haven't gotten nosebleeds there. I think Tommy was at a point where he had ammonia like every single session, and he had constant nosebleeds.
Yeah,
I used to do that every single session as well, but I haven't got no speed yet. Knock on wood.
that's crazy.
But yeah, so like I used to like before even here, like you just see like my gym bag. I went through so many. I used to buy a Clay and I used to sniff it. Even commercial gym, like there are videos of like him give it to me to sniff, but to go lift. And the video you can see that I'll turn around to do my lift. Him, Clay, spotting me,
Sniffing it as well.
sniffing it as well. and then it'll be vice versa. You're like, and we'll ask each other like, "Man, why'd you sniff?" He's like, "Oh, you never know. My name was fine."
Not like it.
Yeah, that's like, I remember Jimmy did that once for one of your PRs.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
squat.
we all do
On
it,
Squat,
yeah.
right? Like he took the bottle off you, and then you're like setting up, and I looked to because he was squatting from behind you.
Yeah.
I looked back, and I just see Jimmy's like, Like you're sniffing, and then you get like, but like it was a really strong one, and it made it was like
When we first buy when it's a fresh one, we all want to smell it. Yeah.
That's proper.
Yeah.
I remember a full kick you back, mate.
Yeah, there's been a couple.
Burning the nostril hairs.
There's been a couple of hit that were like, whoa, that's. I couldn't even do the lift. I'm like,
I think
too much, man.
Stop crying.
I think Rain had one. His fresh one. It's like
Oh, I think I remember that
the
one.
world's
the strongest one.
World's strongest smelling
Right,
salt.
I
Yeah.
literally cracked it this tiniest bit, and I took the smallest whiff.
Yo, you eat,
Hey,
Sorry guys, we're drinking it. It's 10:30 and we're getting dinner now.
It's mission.
The life of a powerlifter, literally.
I remember that one that Reynard used for that. I spotted
Yeah,
him on the side,
I
and
smelled
he
it as
sniffed
well.
it, and like I was a good like meter away from him, and I was like, I can smell that from here, bro.
I bought one. I bought one because I was like, oh, the double barrels are dying, so I need to buy one.
Yeah,
to get
look,
it
you know what's funny? That was so good back in the day, but now I'm just like the double barrel is not even good anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it does nothing anymore. Yeah.
The Eddie Hall one's so scary because you open it and it's like
Because
opening a can.
the mouth is
It's
so
opening a
wide.
can, but it's
Yeah.
like you open it, it's like tss. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I am in the midst of buying another one, but yeah, I do want.
We got food.
We got food, yo.
DJs.
Shit, how
Damn,
much,
shit.
how much food you order, bro?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes.
2 whole chicken.
Oh shit, no, two whole chicken, bro. That's a
Well,
lot.
honestly, Kelvin told me to go up a weight class, and he said 105s. So
So you gotta go 2 weight classes, bro.
I might be on 105.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
At this rate, guys,
yeah.
at this
Oh,
rate,
what do you know?
93. But I sit at like 91 and a half.
I'm heading for 120 plus, man, straight up. I am heading for 120 plus,
honestly,
man.
it's a struggle.
Blow for blow with Sissy and freaking Ben.
I got Sissy and Ben, bro. That's crazy. Like, I can't even like. I can barely compete with Kelvin, and he 2 weight class under.
That's crazy.
I know. I know. So like we always make this joke like I'm staying in the 93 weight class. Well, I'm like, who I got? Freaking Tommy. I got Tony. I got Jesse. And
Simon.
then Simon now come up now. I dropped a weight class. Who I got? Kelvin. Who else? In 83.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Damn.
You know, and then
Damn.
Kana.
yeah, Kana strong.
Kana's
I move
strong.
up.
James.
I move up to 120. Sissy. Move up to 120 plus. I got Ben. Right. I'm just gonna be a ref from now on.
Create your own weight class, dude.
I'm just training to be a ref.
Spotter and loader.
Create your own team.
know.
It's like message us if you need spot loading.
Yeah, literally. I mean, if I do spotting and spotter and unloader, like technically I'm competing. Like I'm on the stage, I mean, like,
You're lifting the weight, bro.
yeah, I'm on the platform technically. So
Hey,
you
think
know.
about
You
it.
loaded the bar with 300 kilos.
Yeah, like throughout the entire day, all the plates you loaded, bro, you got a bigger total than all of them.
You're literally gonna spot someone's 180 bench press. You're gonna grab it when they fail, and you're gonna start bicycle. Larry Mills.
Yeah, I know.
Tough shit, bro. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Should we eat on the podcast?
We can.
Okay. Would you like wait a bit?
No, we're gonna wait a bit.
I think we could probably end it off in like 10 minutes or so. It's already been half an hour.
Is it already?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's already been half an hour.
Time flies, bro. King of yapping, for real.
Yeah. Well, like I said, guys, see.
I'm just getting started.
This is why our gym.
Well, literally, I'm not gonna lie.
See, whatever.
I feel that like I know that we're just getting started. Let's be honest, we can have sit here for 2 hours.
Listen, if we keep going, it's gonna go till tomorrow, bro.
We are the king.
Yeah, technically, we're gonna be on one topic about the gym. We haven't started on your origin story yet.
Oh yes, the origin story. Oh my god.
There's a lot we can talk about.
We got,
There are some.
What is my origin story? I don't even know myself.
What do
your origin
what do
story?
you guys like want to know? Like, is it like before we came here, or like how did
Let's
we start
start,
powerlifting, or
how long have all you guys been powerlifting? So
Okay.
Jimmy.
What made you want to start powerlifting?
I probably started powerlifting. I can't even remember. Like a year and a bit ago.
You started in like January, I think.
Yeah, I started.
January of like 20.
Okay, I started powerlifting as my New Year's resolution. And funny story, guys. Funny story, right? I seen Coach Tumbog at Knockout 2022. And mind you, I was pretty chopped. And Julian Scott brought Tom over to like where I was, and then I just turned around to him and I looked at him dead in the eye, and I was like, I want to start powerlifting. And then he's probably like, yeah, this guy's messed up. This guy's messed up. But then I did at the end of that year. So it would have been 2023.
2023 January. Yeah, I got it wrong.
2023 January I started, and the reason why I started, I think I've been training at any time for like since high school. So like
Which anytime?
Preston's. First it was Edmondson Park, and then it was Preston's. I've been training for like, let's say 3-4 years, and training is fun and good and all for the fitness and like, you know, just like keeping in shape. But then I think I was just at a point where I was just plateauing.
Yeah.
And it was plateauing bad. Like nothing was working. And I was just like, I think I was just training for the sake of training. And I was like, you know what? Coming from like my cousins, Scott and Julie, like they've been doing powerlifting for a while.
Yeah.
Now. And just watching them like on Instagram stories and going to comps and stuff. And it was like, it caught my eye. I was like, you know what? Like maybe I'm going to give this a shot. And that's when I seen Tom at Knockout and I said, I'm going to start now. I'm going to start now. So yeah, that's why I started pretty much. Yeah, so it was about 2023 January.
So almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years.
That's crazy.
It's gone pretty good so far.
I know.
So, but you know, it's all about the journey.
Henry?
Well, I think I am running up on, I think 3 years and a bit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've been with Kelvin for, I think 3 years. I think.
Was it like around the time you started PT at any time?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like when he started PT, and
Yeah.
so I think that was.
So
3
it's,
years
it's
ago.
about 3 years. I think
Yeah,
it's
so-
almost 4.
So you know, I get a lot of hate for this, but I will say it. I am his very, very first client. I don't care what Jen said. I am his number one client. I am Kelvin veteran client from day one.
Sorry, Jen.
I've been there since day one. I mean, love you, Jen. But yeah, so like I said, you know, I've always gym, even from in high school. I always loved going to the gym as well. Like I've, you know, always lifting weights, and you know, I've always like going to the gym just by doing whatever, right? Never really have a program, and it was like that for the longest time. So I just trained for the sake of training, but I've always done powerlifting without knowing that it was powerlifting.
You just, strength training.
Right?
Yeah.
It literally was just SBD. I did SBD, but I just never knew that it was, you know, there's a whole sport behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right? So I just did, you know, SBD, a bit of accessory work, but obviously no program, just go in there. When I feel like it, we'll try and max out. When I don't feel like it, we'll just do like one rep, put it back and, you know, pack it up. Like just a bit of everything, like no plan, no nothing. And then, you know, one day, and then my bench for the longest time, I was just stuck. Just plateau at
Yeah,
like,
that was me too.
I plateau at like, you know, 90 kilos, 95 kilos max,
Yeah,
you know, like.
I think I was 85 or some
yeah,
shit.
like I just
Yeah,
for the
that's-
longest time, even though, you know, like I try to do dumbbell, and I can do a lot of heavy dumbbell work, but like, you know, bench was not moving. And then one day I just decided, you know, like, oh, like, I want to get a coach.
I need help.
I need help. but like, because I didn't want to go to get a coach. You know what I mean? And I was just thinking to myself, like, who do I know that, like, you know, done powerlifting or like, you know, lift heavy weights and anything like that? And then Kelvin came to mind, right? So because I thought the reason I thought of Kelvin straight away because we went to school together.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But Kelvin was a grade above me.
Yeah.
Right. So he was he was the school captain before I was school captain.
Shit.
Yeah, so we have like I have once again pictures of like, you know, Kelvin handing me over the badge and everything like, in high school and everything.
OG.
Yeah, like I told you, like, you know, obviously I'm not OG like Tin, or because Tin is same grade and he's in Kelvin's circle like Anthony and all that.
Yeah.
But you know, like for clients, why like I think I've dated myself back pretty far, and I've followed Kelvin for the longest time, so I know that he's always, you know, lifting heavy weights. I'm like, oh, and then he started coaching at Anytime Fitness. I'm like, oh, that's why I reached out to him, and then we started doing. So and then I told him everything, and he's like, okay, well we start. So that's when we started doing face to face coaching, and then obviously still doing moving over to online, and then that's when I did ask him, well, I want to change gym. Like, do you know anywhere I can go? That's when he told me to come here. So since been with Kelvin, like, has been a lot of improvement. You know, squat, deads, like bench.
Your squats and deads are going crazy.
Like I'm hitting numbers that I would just wish that, you know.
Even your bench is going.
Yeah, like even my bench, like, you know, like I told
Even your
when I
bench
first
skyrocketed,
when I first started with Kelvin, you know, like, oh, like I really want to hit 100. Like, you know, I've always wanted to hit 100. You know, like that could be like the goal, because being commercial gym, you know, like, oh my God, it's a double plate.
Hundreds of the milestone.
It's the double plate. It's the double plate.
plate,
you
and
know
then
what I mean?
3 plate after
And the next one with the 140, you know, obviously, and now like I've hit 135 recently
And
on
that's
bench,
easy.
and that was like, oh, that was also
Well,
easy.
it,
but,
it looked pretty breezy.
yeah, it was all right, but you know, like it was, yeah, surprisingly how having assistant, having coach, and that it really helps you improve a lot, and yeah, like with deadlift as well, and Kelvin, and like bless him, like. He puts up with me, but he knows. I'm not. I know myself. I'm not the easiest client to work with.
10 minutes before we started, I was like, Henry, can you send me your check?
Yeah, literally 10 minutes before we started the podcast, please send me your check-in. The last message I had from you 3 months ago.
No worries, I'll send it.
Yeah, because I forget, because I just take. Look, it's my fault. Like sometimes I takes it like, oh, he's here.
You're just going through training.
He saw it. Like I don't really need to send it, because I asked him already what you think, and then he tell me what he thinks, and I'll fix it for the next day. So that's why. And then sometimes I tend to forget to send it to him as well, and and then I do post on my story. So by the time I post on my story, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to send it again. But, I've just edited for the story. Now I've got to send it to Kelvin. And then he saw it in person. So, but he still put up with me. He still try and help me as much as he can. And obviously, I always appreciate Kelvin, for that. But yeah, that's pretty much like how. And now we're here. Team hustle, baby. Always.
What about you, Luke? When did you start?
So I started powerlifting, a year? My last block was a year ago. I started.
Shit.
Oh wow.
The last block. So
Big milestones today.
yeah. So only a couple of weeks ago, I hit 1 year. But I've been training since I was like 16, so like 5 years. But same as Henry, like I was just going in the gym. I started because of Jimmy. He dragged me in, and we were just sort of fucking around doing like what we thought, like whatever we seen on like TikTok, like Instagram, like
YouTube, baby.
YouTube, all that shit, right? And I was skinny, like I reckon I was like 70 kilos. I was actually lighter than that. I reckon I was like when I started like 60.
I was 70.
I was like 60 kilos when I started gym, bro. Like that's probably me fucking full clothes, drenched too, like 60 kilos, right? So I started gymming, and I was like, nothing's working, bro. Like I wasn't getting big, whatever. I was like, I thought go to the gym, you get jacked.
It just happens.
Overnight, it happens like that. So I was training for like 4 years, and then Jimmy started powerlifting, and I was like, nah, I don't want to powerlift yet. And then
Because before you had a bodybuilding coach, no?
yeah, because I had a bodybuilding. I did like bodybuilding before.
I remember that. Yeah.
Just a friend
Oh, fair, yeah.
from close to a gym that I had back near opposite Anytime Preston's.
Yeah.
But I was like, nothing's working, so I got a coach for like bodybuilding, and he was more like nutrition. He showed me more like how nutrition plays a part, and I didn't realize how much nutrition actually. Because I reckon I was eating.
Eat properly?
Yeah, I was like before when I was like 16, 17, 18 and shit. I was probably eating like 1,500 calories. I would say.
Holy shit.
Easy. Bro, like I wasn't tracking shit. I was just like, I'll just eat macros every day, bro. Then I started eating, and he showed me how to eat properly, how to train, like sort of like to failure and shit. And I got pretty jacked. Like the heaviest I got then was like 87. But I was fat.
Yeah.
But like, I was fat.
Put on size, man.
Yeah.
But it was
Now,
like 4K calories a day now.
right, well,
You need to send us some photos so we can.
Yeah.
I got photos of my peak bulk when I started when I was
Send
here.
it to Tony so we can put it on the.
And bro, I was fluffy, bro. like I think it was my max I got to was 5,000 calories. Peak bulk, like
That's
it's fucking,
crazy.
it's tough, bro.
I know, like I remember myself like at one stage trying to track and maintain and like trying to get to like 3,200. That was a mission. Like, just trying to eat. When you're trying to eat clean for like 30, I feel like obviously it's so much easier to dirty bulk, like
Obviously.
But like when you're trying to eat like 3,000 calories, I'm a big boy and I struggle to get 3,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cause like by the time I get to like 2,000, 2,500, I'm like, wow, I'm so full, I can't eat any more food. But you have to like trying to force yourself to eat, you know what I mean? and just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's like clockwork.
Yeah,
easy.
I know.
I've been on a bulk now.
You're
For,
only needing half the shit.
Man's been on a bulk for the last 2 years,
yeah,
man.
for real.
Team bulk, baby.
Team bulk, but he wants me to get 93s. I can't, bro. I'm struggling.
You're almost there, bro. You're like 88.
88 now again.
Yeah.
But I look a lot leaner than what I was in my last bulk.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Jimmy started powerlifting, and he's like, "Bro, you gotta do it. I'm like, nah, it doesn't interest me yet. But I'd always like train off the back of his programs. So I was a leecher pretty much.
Sorry, Tom, if you watch this. It's been like
I had a free trial for like 6 months. And then I said to him, I got sick of this guy asking me like, to come powerlifting. I was like, you know what? After Knockout 2023, I'll sign up. I'll get a coach. And I signed up with Tom, and I haven't looked back since.
Yeah.
Numbers improved.
Knockout was the starter for both of us, honestly.
Yeah.
Knockout. So Knockout 2023.
What was 2022?
He was 2022. So after Knockout 2023, I pretty much like a week later or so, I contacted Tom, and then
Did you also see him at the rave?
nah, I missed it. I missed it.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. You join.
I'm joining you.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's yeah, and it's just too crazy to think like it's just I don't coincident, but I don't want to say coincident, but yeah, things happen for a reason.
It's meant to be.
Things happen for a reason, and then we just
Now we're here.
we just here, and we a year ago we just three strangers that like don't even know each other.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know Henry a year ago. I didn't
Literally.
know David or Tommy a year ago. Tony, sorry.
Oh, I have a video. Oh my god! And like we full ignored each other. Like I have to find it again, but like obviously I've been recording our gym session since like day one, and we see everything and the progress that happened, and to see like to go back and have a look.
It's the progress of our training and the
And
progress
like,
of our friendship.
and like just like
Yeah.
not knowing each other to like being in the video that we just walk past each other and not even say hi, not even look, not even, not
That
even
was so
acknowledging
funny.
each other.
Yeah, because Jimmy got here before me, and you were benching on the.
No, yeah, because it was in the corner there when it was the bar was there.
It's when the
it was
it's when the
Jimmy
racks
and
were
Luke.
up
No,
the
Yeah,
back wall.
yeah. When it was so Jimmy was there, and then it was Luke, and then I walked in and into the frame. Or I was there, and then Clay walks in. So you see, one Asian, one white guy, one Asian, one white guy next to each other. It was just like
Didn't even say
a
hello.
younger version of us.
Didn't even say hello.
like-
Didn't even look at him. Like I just walked straight through.
I know,
Went to
literally,
Jimmy.
like-
I was like, yeah, let's go squat.
Hey, bro, like, eventually, look at this, like, look, we're full, like, ignoring each other.
that energy.
Look past us, like,
That energy is just like.
you see, Luke will,
I should walk straight past it. Yes.
like, yeah, like,
If we were to see that now, we would have thought they had a fight or something.
like, and now,
Yeah, what's going on here?
literally, now, I dare you find a video
Right,
where you don't see us,
Yeah.
any one of us
Physically
meet
G each other up as well.
Yeah, like, I dare you find a video that you find that you can't find a video of neither of us being in frame together.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
It's so bizarre, like how time changes, and yeah, like
Funny how things can change so quickly in just 1 year. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
like you think like
Not even-
one
well,
year is
you
not
imagine,
like
you imagine like yeah, like not even within the
Imagine,
span
like,
of,
going
imagine imagine like what would happen, yeah, like what would happen if we had actually joined parks or like we didn't come here or. And yeah, so we say it happened in 1 year, but like we got along pretty well within a couple months. Like
yeah,
all of
within
us.
a
Everyone in here.
Everyone
Yeah.
did.
Everyone,
You know what I mean?
but, like-
Because I think when we all joined, it was still pretty fresh, and everyone was still coming in. And
Everyone was new to each other because like even with the gym opening, like I knew absolutely no one.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it
they
was,
had
it was
decided
like
owner, yeah.
it was like my clients that came over from Plus Fitness and then
Yeah.
business clients. I knew them.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, I don't know who any of these guys are.
You knew-
Jesse
so-
was obviously.
like you knew the people who are
You
like
knew Jen and Jess
have
and all that back
competed.
then, or?
But I'd never spoken to them before.
But you knew of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh really?
Like you knew other people
That's
who have
amazing.
competed as well
Yeah, yeah.
before, but like
Even
you
then,
never
it's like I
spoke to
haven't
them.
actually met them too. It's like
Oh,
everyone,
really?
everyone coming here was like, this is the first time like actually talking to them in a room.
Wow.
And it's like so the same time you guys got to know them was the same time I got to know them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and we get to know each other. Like that's
It's,
so
it's
crazy.
it's
yeah.
so weird. Like our entire social group is literally just the gym.
They're the gym people, literally.
It's been built over the last year, and that's
And
it.
you know, look, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I feel like at the end of the day, you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, and you know, you get along well. Like what we said before. You know, you see each other 4 times a week, 3 hours a day. You know, not sometimes more. And you know, you hang out sometime the weekend, birthday celebration. You all hang out together as well, and yeah, like you build that connection, that bond with that person.
Sometimes we go out and we see each other out and about, and it's like unrecognizable.
Yeah,
When we're in gym clothes and
Yeah.
shit.
not wearing gym clothes, or like not yelling or not jumping around.
Tony's got a Montclair shirt. Oh, money.
Even Tony wearing that shirt right now, I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah,
I just got this shirt, bro.
But it looks nice.
I was like, yeah, it looks nice, but I've just never seen him.
yeah.
Alex
Other
Hayes
than
shirt.
that,
Yeah, it's just like
Are you shameless plugging right now?
it's just back in the day, obviously everyone have their own shirt or their kind of clothes that they always wear.
Oh,
You know.
what'd you refer to me as?
Huh?
What'd you refer to me as?
Oh yeah. It's the guy with a great OpK shirt.
I had
Back in the day, Jimmy had the one shirt.
my gym wardrobe was freaking rinse and repeat. In the wash, out of the wash, in the wash.
I swear, you wore that OpK shirt at least
Mate,
3
back in
times
the
a
day,
week.
yeah,
bro.
like the
3 times a
Op-
week.
I probably wore it to sleep. I don't even
The
know.
great, the great OpK
grey
shirt.
with the
Look,
black?
I mean, shout out to Andy, OpK.
shit.
Good man.
It's good shit.
But yeah, like
It's good material.
yeah, like yeah. That's why I'm like, oh, okay, like because I remember seeing Jimmy once, but never really spoken to him, and I keep seeing Jimmy again. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Because I remember him like, yeah, he wore the shirt last time as well. I saw him.
This guy. This guy again?
yeah,
Same day.
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I'm like, that's crazy.
Didn't
Yeah,
you wear that yesterday?
yeah. But it's so bizarre now that we have like we all obviously support all the coaches that work here, and we also support like you,
Everyone's
Kelvin,
rotating the same
everyone
shirt.
had the
So
shirt.
now we got a
And we-
t-shirt
we-
roster.
we have
got a schedule,
we know
guys.
what day what shirt will be worn between everybody. Like
Usually-
what was it? Monday is Team
Team
Hustle.
Hustle,
Tuesday
Kami
shirt. Thursday. Wednesday rest day.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday is
usually Tony Meyer.
is Tony.
Or Mufti Day.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on Fridays, I usually, because Fridays is usually a deadlift day for me. So
Yeah, you wearing Tim Bulk shirt.
I rock the Team Bulk shirt.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it real. But
Yeah, so we got one shirt from everybody, like it just we're all here together. We all want to see everyone succeed at the end of the day, so we all support all the coaches and everyone as well. If they release a new shirt, we're like, oh yeah, sign us up. Why not?
yeah, release that drop. When's your hoodie drop, bro?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make it drop every week because that's why it's not easy. If you guys want to buy, I want to make one every week.
customers.
Yeah, man,
When you got regular,
when's that hoodie dropping?
we're,
bro?
we're on a monthly
See you
subscription. Bro.
I always say I want to stop buying hoodies, and then Kelvin dropped his hoodie. I was like, oh, that's a
can't
fire
not
hoodie.
buy
I was
it.
like, it looks pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
I've never really not one to wear hoodie either. Like I've always jacket a lot better. But like when Kelvin released the hoodie, I'm like, oh yeah, why not? Let's cop one as well. So obviously, yeah, I'm still waiting for that sticker that he promised me, but that's okay. I might have to make my own Team Hustle sticker, but it is what it is. But yeah, so it's been good. It's been a good
Year and a half.
year and a half, year and a half now, yeah.
Many more years to come.
Many more, to come. It's been a good All In has been a good home so far.
Yeah.
I'm
we
so
love
glad,
it here.
I'm so glad that I made that change.
There are
I'm
people.
so glad I didn't go to park.
Yeah, literally. Speaking of parks, we went parks a couple months back, and we're like, bro, what is this place?
What is this place? We went to the one in Smithfield.
Yeah, the new one opened up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're because we're like, oh, let's do a gym excursion, because we know what All In's like, and then it was a Thursday when it was pretty quiet anyway,
Exploring anyway.
and we're just explore and
excursion
it was just so odd.
Never again.
Yeah, we'll probably never go back again, because
That one at Smithfield is a lot better than the.
This one here is more CrossFit like.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was like,
Smithfield one's more like commercial gym kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's why that's why we wanted to go to have a look just to see what it's all about, and we look. For me, obviously, we keep saying oh yeah, never again. But I didn't mind it, right? Obviously, it could have been better.
Just where's the iPod?
Yeah, I can't control it.
It's not. Yeah, it's just about the iPod. It's just here. We obviously there's multiple combo racks. Whereas them only one of the one rack. They're known for having one rack and a lot of cage. So even though we don't mind squatting in the cage, but at the end of the day, one combo, one bench is not enough. Like you know, like we're not. It is tried to cater for powerlifting as well, but it's not the best equipped. You know, whereas like All In, we have everything we need. We have everything we need. Like you know, like when obviously, you're Tony, like you work here, Kelvin, he works here. Back, you know, you guys know all the equipment, so you even know when you ride the accessory, it's not something that we don't have here.
We know you can do it here.
You know, like it's no
Accessories,
like,
what's that, bro?
Yeah, like I mean, we do it.
That's why you haven't messaged him in 3 months.
I've been busy doing my accessories, mate.
You don't just do compounds, bro?
Yeah.
Shit,
Have you not seen my numbers going up? That's why I'm doing all my accessories.
Same boat.
But yeah, so that's why when Kelvin saying like, oh look, I asked him like, oh, is it well equipped and got everything? He's like, look, it has enough. And I rocked out. I'm like, yeah, look, we'll make do. And we made it work for us.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, how many equipment do you really need?
I said at the end of the day, like you don't really need everything.
Yeah,
to start a
obviously
gym.
it's always nice to have
Obviously
different things.
It's a luxury to have
Yeah.
everything.
Obviously, but yeah.
Man, if you got an incline bench, you got a flat bench, you got dumbbells, you got a cable machine, like
Yeah.
you can do a lot of stuff just with those three.
At the end of the day, I'm only doing my compounds.
Hey, maybe that's why you're injured all the time.
Not gonna lie, same. Yeah, but yeah, like
Can't be.
man's still delusional, man.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, bro, just keep talking to yourself.
It's not my fault, just my body.
It's just I'm getting old, man. Mind you, I'm only 21.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
You just gotta bulk up, eh? I think you gotta move up.
Yeah,
You know, health before. I don't know.
but speaking of like starting out, like what about you, David? Like I know like you just started out with Kelvin, Tony, not long.
Yikes!
Sorry.
Bombshell, bro. Bombshell.
That's how much I love Kelvin. See, he's always on my mind. So like obviously you understand what it's like just starting out powerlifting as well. Like
Yeah.
what was your thought process of starting powerlifting? I know that from previous podcasts and like speaking to you, you said that you treat us and you want to see what we experience and what has your experience so far like
Oh, I'm loving it.
starting out as a newbie.
Yeah. When I first started, my rehab skills was very, very shit.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't the greatest because of studying chiro. There's not much rehab you can learn. But obviously in a powerlifting gym, seeing you guys train, it's kind of like, how do I up my game in terms of training as well? So it's kind of like, what, fuck it, Tony, just chuck me on the program. To be fair, Tony has been telling me to hop on it for a while, and
Wow, man.
I was like, nah, I'm pretty busy. I'm pretty busy.
I was like, oh, I'll start next year. I was like, what the fuck are you gonna wait for next year?
And then I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I want to learn what you guys experience, how you feel. And when I started, I'm like copying some injuries, or like feeling certain things. I'm like, oh, so this is why you guys feel. I get it now. And when you come to me with that issue, I'm like, I know what it is. I still have a lot to learn. I'm obviously not there. I'm still a small fish. But I'm trying my best. So.
Yeah, that's good. No, because like obviously, you're just starting out as well. Like, do you feel like obviously when you get injured, do you feel like you can fix it yourself or?
Oh, fuck no.
No.
It's like
Can you feel like you know what it kind of is,
back
or
of
not?
my head, I do, but
Okay.
obviously
You don't know
Not
how to.
sure.
You don't know how to rehab it. Kind of, or,
back of my head, I do. I'm like, I know the answer, but it's just as a chiro treating someone, I know like, oh, okay, boom, 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 all these what to do, right? But as a lifter, I'm just like, Tony, I need help. Tony, why is it not working?
And Tony is like, shouldn't you know this?
It's the same thing with me as well, but like even like I feel like I know exactly what to do for certain people who are training, but it's like when something's not going well for myself, I'm just like, I don't know what to do, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like you go to work, right? And then you go home and someone asks you to do something, you're just like, no?
What?
You go to work?
Wait, what?
Then someone asks you to do something, and then you're just like, oh, it's nice things. So like,
For sure.
Same thing.
So like,
I don't think it's the same thing, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
I mean, yeah.
It's like people that are saying like when I've worked in hospital for so long, and people saying like, oh, you go home, you must cook like all these things. Like I want to go home eating 2-minute noodles and go to bed.
like
You don't want to eat anything else,
Sick of this.
We bought a new fridge for my mum's house and stuff. and it took us 6 months to change the door over.
Yeah.
'Cause we said that I was like, yeah, we can do it at home. We can do it at home, but it took us six months for me to actually do it because I was saved. I don't want to do it. Actually.
You know you can
Like,
do it. It's
I
just-
know I can. I'm like, I know I can do it, but I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah. Just like that. So when I get injured, I know the answer. I just want Tony to tell me what's wrong.
You tell me.
Yeah, but like on top of that, like just to build on what you said, like this is a question for like Tony. Like when a client, like we always wonder, like, oh wait, how confident like do you feel when the client comes to you like, oh I'm injured, I have this, or like because do you know what?
It
happened?
depends.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is because I've been powerlifting for like 4 years, but I've been training for like 8.
Yeah.
So like I've been through my own injuries as well.
Yeah.
And so when the more common one is the SI joint pain, that your back injury right now. Like in my mind I know exactly what you can do to help it because I've been through it for like a full year. So it's things like that. It's like if I have been through it myself, it's very easy to relate and be like, okay, this is what you can try to do and it should help. But there are a handful of injuries where it's just like I have no idea what this is.
Yeah,
And that's
literally,
when I'll-
that's one thing. That's what always amazes me as well. Like, obviously, like I've been through a fair few injuries as well, and I've always go straight to Calvin, like, Calvin, this hurt. Calvin, this
Tell
hurt.
me what to
Calvin,
do.
this hurt. What do I do? And it amazes me like how you guys as coaches always know like okay, do this exercise, and which has nothing relating to the injury, but it works.
Yeah.
It's surprising, like that's what amazes me as well.
I think
Like,
it's the way we're built. Like I have always tried to find out why something happens. And
Yeah.
Like even my own back pain, I was like, even though I had back pain, I went to people to get it fixed, but it's like I wanted to know myself, like how do I fix this myself?
yeah, like it was so odd. Like,
Curiosity
yeah.
behind it.
It was so odd because, like, yeah, like I told you, like I just came off an injury, like knock on wood, but of my knee situation, and as you guys like know of my knee situation, it's been like the longest.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been the longest situation. Like I don't know, like obviously out of nowhere, my knee started to hurt squatting, and we've been to physio, we try different things as well, and over time now it's kind of like getting back together and get healed, and I don't really feel much pain when I'm squatting anymore. But it was like had to do knee hurts when you're squatting, but realistically it was hamstring that was weak mobility and the ankle, and it just had nothing to do with the actual.
Never the
knee.
thing that actually hurts.
Yeah, it
It's
never had
funny.
to do with the actual knee, and that was so crazy bizarre to me. Like, oh, we need to build up the hemi so that it takes the load off the quad, so that the quad can take the load off the knee, and which is like, right, what?
It's funny how much like biomechanics of shit that like if one thing goes wrong, it can just fuck up
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like
So-
you say, like like you said, like
Yeah.
I had an injury where it was my knee. I had knee pain too.
Fuck,
Yeah.
you had an injury, bro?
I don't get injured at all.
So you never get
But I wasn't actually injured. But I had physio one day, and he was like, "Do you get knee pain a bit?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, because like your quad's tight through here, which then pulls all your
Yeah.
knees up, like all your ligaments in your knee and shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Mint, I didn't know that, but I was like, it's cool to like when you think about like all these things that have to line up. Otherwise, if one thing's out, it can throw off everything.
And it's the same thing with like even just the compounds itself as well. Like learning how to lift, it's like
Oh
if,
my God.
your foot placement is off, if your hand placement is
Yeah.
off, then it's like it fucks the entire lift.
And that's the funny thing about we always talk about powerlifting, like the tech that we perform now while
Yeah.
we're doing the lift
Oh.
is so different to what we used to do.
Yeah, that-
and and then the little routine that we all do
Yeah.
before the actual lift is like, it's crazy, and everyone have their own things of doing what they do before the lift. Like Jesse got his own thing, you have your own thing before you have little routine before you actually do the actual lift, and and that's helps you get into your mindset and everything.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much tech played a part.
Oh.
like before I started, never had an arch, no arch on bench. It was just flat bench.
Flat bench.
I just like jump onto the bench like, yeah, okay, let's press. And then like Tom was like, yeah, like you got to create an arch. I'm like, what the fuck's an arch? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Like-
I'm like, the arch hurts, bro. What do you mean?
Like what
hurts.
like what
And like
yeah.
just even like the slightest like
Rotation,
how you
yeah.
rotate your hands, where you place the bar in your hands, like for squat, how low, how high you have it, like all that shit. even deadlift, like like how close you stand, like your stance and like
Yeah,
shit.
it's
I'm like,
crazy.
holy
And
shit.
like,
There's so much more. What do you mean? I can't just put weight and load it and just. There's like whole
yank it.
there's whole
Stand
technical
Yeah, what
stuff
do you mean
to
I
this.
can't just yank it up? Like, I've been yanking it up for the last 3 years. Like,
Come on, bro. Just Jimbo to Jimbo. Let me just push weight.
Just load it up. We're good for it,
yeah, I've
man.
been yanking it for the last 3 years. Maybe this is why my back is falling apart. You know, but that's all right.
No big bounce in the chest. What do you mean?
What do you mean I can't PB every week, bro?
Even when trading, you guys come up to me and it's like, oh, I got chest pain. I was like, oh, cool, we can't look at it. And I'm like, doesn't feel like it comes from the chest. Let me see the video. And I look at the video, I'm like, oh, the fuck?
shoulders
It's
are fucked.
It's your shoulders. I was like, there's no arch. No wonder your chest is fucked. It's like, oh, shit. It's like, I have to keep asking questions. And then you find out it's not actual, the root cause, it's something else that's causing it.
Yeah.
Interesting that point.
Yeah, and just like, you know, like what we do now during the lift, or like, you know, get started the lift, is like compared to all the steps that we need to take when we first learn how to lift is crazy. Like, I can still remember bright as day all the step that Kevin taught me how to squat. Hinge the hip, stack the ribs, pull the neck back, brace yourself. Now you just do a one motion, but like
Second
if you
nature.
watch the video, it's like bang, 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 bang.
And then you do it, you're like, oh, you forgot to put your knees out. I was like, ah, fuck.
Yes, yeah, no. And then 'cause you're thinking so much, and you squat, and he's like, oh yeah, when you go on the way down, you lose the stack. I'm like, oh shit.
He goes, oh, you didn't brace. What do you mean, bro? I did everything else, bro.
Yeah. And you just there's so many steps as well, like on what to do. Like for me, it took the longest to get squat right because it was so like many steps and so pedantic about everything. And you know, obviously because like with bench, and bench was a bit harder as well because, you know, learning how to arch, like you said, learning how to arch, but you know, only arching your upper chest, not your lower back. Like, took me the longest time to understand leg drive. You know, oh yeah, what we're talking about, like, yeah, my feet's on the floor, like,
Yeah, like that's like,
I'm pushing down, but but you can't really just push
You gotta
down. You
push
push
this way.
push out, you know, put down but out. I'm like, mate, you've been speaking English, man.
that's like me, bro.
Yeah, it's not even humanly possible. Like
For the longest time on.
yeah, and even like Jimmy said, like the arch, bro, like the arch back in the day, I had crazy arch, like Harbour Bridge type, bro. Like, like some girls, like they arch, bro. Like, but like now I barely arch that much anymore. It's just being able to bring your ribs up high.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just so crazy. What one like not even about how learning the lift, but like finding what works for you. Even now, like what I do now and what's been taught by Kelvin is different, so different. And obviously, he helps me perfect what the tech I have now. But there's
Find
been
your own way.
There's been a lot of lift and a lot of time where I had to find my own way, how to lift, where to bench now. You know, now back in only recently, the last few months, when I bench now, I move one finger in now. You know, because like, and I found it moves so much better than, you know, having your index finger on the ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it works. And Calvin, and you know, yeah, if it works, it works. Just do it. Yeah. All right, thanks.
Yeah, but that's what I find so interesting is that like each person has
Their own way, yeah.
and like you got like Tony, you know, like you got a coach. Each individual is different. Like they're not all.
Even if you look at
The
you
same.
you all deadlift different.
Yeah.
Everyone's biomechanics are different.
Yeah,
that's
not
the
everyone's the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
not one
That's
person.
all. That's all the things that we think about as coaches. It's
Yeah.
like, this is why I want you to lift this way, and it's not going to be the same as this person.
Yeah,
So many things to go through.
for the longest, like that's why we always have this debate, and like me and Clay for a long, back then him and I we're the gym duo. We always compare our, we both under Kelvin. We both get the program at the same time, but obviously his program was a little bit different, but at the same time it's the same. So but what's he telling Clay how to live? It's different to
what you-
how he just told me, and I'm like, and Clay asked me, and I'm like, but he told me different things. I don't know what he's talking about. But he's like, yeah, like, but then we found what worked for us. We even the deadlifting now, like, we find what works. Squatting, I know what's work. Where like even like I said, squatting is like it's like #1 enemy. It took me forever, like, to learn how to stack, brace, squat, and then on top of that is foot placement. Like my stance changes 4 times in the last 2 years.
I think it's also just like it's a never-ending process of learning something else.
Yeah.
There's always
Yeah.
so much
Like,
to learn.
it's
Because I think you never perfect it anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Like, even the let's say like the Sheffield top dogs, like I don't think like since they've been in the game so long, there's still a lot of learning.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone
never stop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you might have a bit of text perfect if you're like in like sports science and stuff, and you
Yeah.
actually know how things work.
Nah, bro, Russ rolls perfect, bro. I'm
But like
telling you that.
literally, like I think it's all learning. Like I don't think it stops.
Even like for yourself, like you have a coach, and like he'll tell you what he thinks is the best way that it'll move for you and how you can set up. But like you said,
You
like,
figure it out, and your body
gotta
figures it
figure
out
it
for
out.
yourself as
Yeah,
well.
it's
like your coach is just there to guide you what he
Yeah,
thinks. But then, like you said, it comes down to how you think it felt and how it feels for you. Like if he
Yeah.
says one thing and you do it a little bit different, and you go, well, that works better. Then, like you said, he goes, well, just keep it.
If it works,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, like
and like, obviously, like like I 100% agree. Like and I was a bit lucky, like having my coach in person all the time, so he can always see what I'm doing, and I think that's kind of beneficial as well.
Yeah.
And also being surrounded by a lot of coaches and all the big dogs around here, and like for Tony, you guys, you've been lifting for like just longer than us, so you know what to see. You can see something a bit out of whack, or like even now, like I feel like when we change a little bit of something, you can see something that's off. And you're not even a coach. You know what I mean? Because you've been watching it for so long, and you can see straight
Oh,
away.
you fucked up your setup.
Yeah, like, I see why you didn't get a bench, buddy. Yeah,
I know why your ass is hurting now. Every time.
But yeah, but it was good. It's been a good journey.
Yeah, this will be part 1 of like 12 or some shit.
Yeah, welcome to Thursday late night talks. It'll be our Thursday late night
So
talks.
if you guys,
Hey, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah, I feel like
another episode.
I feel like
Run this
yeah,
back.
we.
I can't even lie. I don't even know what we talked about.
Like what David
it's
said.
sort of just random
Yeah,
shit.
like what David said at the start. Like we're certified yappers here, so we always have something to talk about, and this is literally just a bit about us and like the origin story. You can say. Like, there's a lot more story.
There's a lot more to get. There's only part 1. Definitely back.
Yeah, I feel like we'll make an appearance again eventually. Because like it's always good to talk, being in the
Fun.
gym. And
You learn a lot about each other as well.
Yeah, like because like obviously we everything that we discuss is like nothing that we don't know about each other, but it's about you guys more about the gym and the whole environment in general. And because I think that's the most important part, because we're always here, like I said, week in, week out, like, no doubts. Then we will not be disappearing, you know what I mean? So, anytime soon.
Follow the music.
Yeah, just follow the music, follow the sound. Literally follow the sound. And yeah, so it's been good. So even like, all the comps that you held here as well. Yeah, and we get a chance to cook at one of the comps.
Yeah, you guys did our first one as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I was sad. I
And
missed.
I
I missed it. The first. Oh, I was
we-
here for the first novice comp.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't know
Then
what
I've
he
missed-
meant.
I've missed the two
that's
APA
another
comps,
thing, like
sadly.
leading up to the comp as well. That was just a fluke, eh? We just like, you know what, boys,
Fuck it, let's do it.
do it.
Well, let's save it for the second part. So
Before we keep going.
the next episode we'll start off with comp and how your skills goes.
Comp day.
It's not jargon. I don't want you to lose. It's, no, we can talk, but it's just this episode's an hour, bro. I don't know anyone's gonna listen for more than an hour.
They can watch it while they're eating. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
So we gotta eat. We
We gotta
just-
eat as well.
You know what?
Right.
So then part 2 we start from.
Part 2 is coming, guys. Part 2 is coming.
Part 2 is coming.
Part 2 is
This was only the origin episode, so next
like
episode.
you don't have to worry about us. We are. I feel like we are not camera shy people, so it's no problem at all. Like
Yeah.
catch us on the flip
On to the
side.
next one.
We'll be back.
Yeah.